So, padung ta guys sa JmT law firm, nasa second floor diri. Guys, so kana siya padung na siya sa Country Mall, Manila, na diri padung sa Ayala. So, of course, entrance diri sa 88th Avenue. Entrance. So, hotel na siya guys, so padung ta sa second floor. Alright, yeah. Na siya parking area dere guys. Dagan kan anan dere. So actually si Beatmaster nagkuhan siya kanang cyber level ba. Okay, nagfile siya. So mao ning 88th Avenue. So arita sa second floor. May nga paging orasa rin guys, no? Ay, coffee factory. This is the first time I've been here. So, ubay-ubay guys sa mga friends ng mga vloggers na nakari dire. May Daegu chicken. Street lang ta, I think. Or dire ata. Kaya second floor. Kanan Yoshimitsu. Ay CR dari. Napadong sa ubos. So I think muna siya, Gordon Mora Diamante Law Firm. Hi, hapon. Song, hapon. Sir. Saan ito sila?
Hello! Wala pa, uy.
Wala pa rin.
Padung pa sila, gikan sila DJI, ga-file ba?
Ano ba rin?
Saan sila diri ali?
Nandito sa office.
Sa law firm.
Mas iso guys.
Hi!
Sige, ikaw ang page niyo mo.
Wala pa page.
Secret.
Hi! I'll meet you.
Nanalagi ka na rin.
Oh, naabot ako.
Hi.
Sheesh! Dos.
Oo. Sino ka dyan? Ganun. Walang isang call.
Ikuha na.
Ikuha na.
Ikuha na ni Juan.
Side by side view ka. Okay, kaya.
Nana si Jim. Jim.trazo.
Ay, ma'am. Sa iyo ni mo, ma'am, eh?
So, I miss you.
Sa tikwa ni mo, ma'am? Page mo, ma'am.
Ang lang yung style.
Like and follow, guys. Kaya, happy birthday, Ro. Gugmang laagan. Sheesh! Hilom, ha? Dapat ka sa abroad ba yan? Yan, naamot ka na rin.
Kasi kahoy no, ito sa bunal sa hindi mo sa. Ano ka na klase ba?
Soye ka na.
Si Mike, ako yan, Mike.
Lulun. Kita sa kuyab niya.
Ay, man ako ito. Napos sa negros, nanawag na ko niya, Mike. Klaro, Mike. May klaro mga plano.
Stress na ulit. Antad.
Mga sumigo. TikTok eh. Asa ka na. Ayaw. Makita ang mapa sa kuan.
Magkatawad ko mo yung Mike. Kasama group chat ba? Ito pag
Christmas.
Christmas ah.
ang dami ka blue ba?
La red. Asang yellow?
Ano ba, pwede mo hika private master?
Mainjik ka sa
Maglabot na lang ikaw ni mo.
Okay, magod kay Endoman.
Hika pa rin.
La tinuod ni.
Amen. Amen.
Hello, kumusta man mo?
Hello, attorney.
Uy!
TikTok ta, attorney.
Good evening, everyone.
Evening.
First of all, we ask for a bit of forgiveness for this delayed event since Graphica traffic. But anyway, this event must push through, so we are very thankful that you are here with us today to witness the press conference of this Beatmaster filing cases of cyber libel and unjust vexation. So just to give a background about the case and this press conference, let me ask Attorney Mac Gordon, one of the legal counsel of Beatmaster, to explain further or just to give a background about this case.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Attorney Mac Gordon, and we are the counsels, the JmT law firm, is the official counsel of Jim Jammer Rebecca. Actually, we have building this case or cases for quite time already, just a few months ago, and Jim Jammer, otherwise known as Beatmaster, approached us for any possible legal representation about his personal reputation, his personal brand, and of course the preservation of his character as a person, especially so that he's been involved into social media as a content creator and also other initiatives. So I think this is just a response to the call of some media members. They're calling us, and I think there's some kind of a leakage. You know how resourceful you are. That's why we responded to the call that also to our side, because just this afternoon we have filed 2 cases for cyber libel and unjust vexation, again under the domain of the cyber law, cybercrime law. Just to give you the at least 5 or 6 objectives why the complainant or private complainant through this presentation has filed or decided to file these cases because of this at least 5 or 6 objectives. Number 1 is that to protect his personal reputation. Number 2 is being a content creator, and in Facebook alone with more than 8.3 million followers, it has been his opportunity to earn a living. So it is, as a content creator, his economic rights has been violated and infringed to the point that because of negative comments, there's a risk of diminishing the numbers of followers. So number 3 is that he has been into philanthropic initiatives or charitable initiatives. And if his reputation is being besmirched, he may lose the moral authority to be a philanthropist, because of his socially impactful initiatives also, especially during the past typhoon or calamities where he has been giving dole-outs. And number 4 is that he has this brand equity already. The Beatmaster, Jim Jammer, this is also a household name, idol, something like that. So people are being entertained by the way how he created his contents. So because of that, his personal brand is also at jeopardy. And again, going back to the economic rights, which is also his source of his income, And another objective of this press conference or the filing of case is he has brand partners and he has also sponsors. And if you are already in the limelight and your sponsors may have doubt if there's somebody or any person attacking his character or there's a character assassination. For example, if you are a company, a sponsor of his content creations, they may withdraw, they may lose trust on him because his reputation is being in jeopardy or being besmirched, no? So, and in a broader, socially impactful domain, our ultimate objective actually is it's a kind of advocacy for Jim Chapter. Because as a content creator, all of us are content creators. All of us are into social media, communications, and it is our responsibility that when we post any content, it must be fair, it must be ethical, it must be morally grounded, or it must not be a fake news, meaning it must be anchored on truth. And of course, our objective actually is it must be entertaining without necessarily trampling the rights of other people. So far, mauna na to ang mga main objectives why the private complainant finally decided to file cases. It's not something like personal, it's not like against any gender, whatever, but only for the purpose of those objectives that we have just enumerated. So I'll give you maybe I'll give you the private complainant Jim Chamber, the vice Beatmaster, to maybe also give a little context or background of his cause of action and in entirety his advocacy of initiating these cases.
Ako lang gini siyang ipaagi ngun ani para to makita ang uban kay sa tinuod lang ang mga tao manggod nagtuo sila ba nga normal ra gani nga pwede mangaway sa Facebook kay syempre pag ulang baya nagtuo gid sila nga ang kaning ingon ani nga buhat pwede ra gid buhaton which is dili gyud binad natin balaod and mag-serve sa ni siya lesson sa uban nga dili gid maayo. Amo lang gini nga ni guys para aside nga ma-sample na di mag-ingon ani para pud mahulong na bagay. Kibaw man ta last year na pinahita mo ngayon ani, labay na lang. And then this year na pud na pud ano. So the only way yun nga ma-stop ni, ma-answer ni kuan kanira do. The only answer kay last year I was hoping na ma-okay lang, so nag-quiet lang. Pag this year, mauraya po. So, ano siya?
So, you may ask questions na
Yes.
If it's something legal, maybe we can answer. But if it's something factual, maybe we can allow our client to answer.
Before you ask your questions, please state your name and your media organization. So please, go ahead.
Hi. Jim, Bayamin. What message do you want to send to the person you filed the case against?
Last year, nag-release ko video nga, iseto lang. And then, I received through sa iyang post nga, dili siya mag-igusay. So, wala na ko yung message, wala ko, dili na siya ma-istorya. So, wala. Mao na lang ni only way.
Good evening, Christine from Cebu. I have two questions. So one is, what prompted you, since this has been going on last year, the post, so what prompted you to finally file a case? And the second one is, if ever the other party will ask for a settlement, are you going to be open for that?
Ang prompt na ko ani is aside sa ako ang peace para lagi nga makuha ng mga tabod nga di maayo. And then daghan na mo mapagan, daghan mag-connect. And then about sa settlement, depende na lang po sa
Yeah. Yeah, I think we'll cross the bridge when we get there. We cannot still make sure what will be the reactions or response to these complaints that we're filing. So that's our after all, is just like what I've said a while ago about the objectives. If those would be like satisfied, then we may also be open to any possibility. After all, our client is just trying to vindicate his reputation. He's just want to like rebuild his image, especially so that that's already earned the brand equity.
yes, and also sama sa gingon ni attorney about to mga brands, di lang natin siya ng brand names. Nanadyo na bad tungkol atong mga tao. Tungkol makahakot mga tao feeling sa tao. So, na mag-comment dito mga kaya na namin brand, nag-promote. So, kailan ikuha nito mga mauni inyong kuha na something nga. So, mapilog ka daw ng mga brand. Yes. So, mausa na siya.
If you would like to reiterate lang no that relationship problems dili unta na, di ba? Ilahaan
Yes.
na. But when you cross the line and you cross the line into defamation and just fixation, that's a criminal case which is actionable. And when you impute a crime against someone, that's actionable. When you impute malice, for example, drugs, mahingana, that's actionable. So dili ni issue nga iyab sila sa una.
Yeah.
Katurang mga things, most especially karon people hide behind the guise of anonymity. People are very brave to say mga dili nindot pabutang because they are it's only online, di bitaw makita, di bitaw ta madupol ani ingana. So my client filing this case is only to give the message that it is not okay to do those things. And not because dili lang because public figure siya, okay ra sa iya ka. That's all.
So, tanaw na to, if you see Beatmaster as a person, for example, Jim Jammer, as an individual, we not niya i-deal on a personal note. It's up to him. But the problem now is, you're dealing him as Beatmaster. Ano, daghan kayo karon sa social media influencer na or content creators, and most of them are earning a living na out of it. It's a day job for some, and for some content creation is already a business. It's a brand already. That's why if any person or anyone nga pwede ra dauton on a defamation level ang isa ka brand na niabot na ganit pila kay nana kadako nga following ug daghan na og na-prove ba on a professional note among kliyente sa imong mabantayan sa iyang mga pages most of it or all of it ang iyang content is more on challenges and philanthropy. Never gina ni post among client o for example para nang nagsikat na karon na manghagad og sumbagay sa online, magbinasto sa online to gain views, wala na because our client knows or believe that social media content creation is already a business or a job. That's why inana iyang approach. It's a professional approach. And if any person, regardless of the relation, inana na lang kadali dauton ang brand nga gibuild from ground up, then my client here has all the rights to protect that brand and all na siya katungod danan gyud to protect his interest and even his integrity and most of it ang iyang brand na nga na-build. So imo lang tanaw na sinana nga point of view, ayaw tanawa na personal note. Kay even if ikaw simple businessman ra ka, na kay negosyo, na aray mo post diya nga bati man ang inyong blah 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 blah. Unya dili siya bitaw na factual level but on an defamation level. Nagguba na ka online, guba yung negosyo, magsirado ka. The same with social media content creation. It's a brand and it's a job already. And dili, it's not okay. It's the narrative is not okay nga pahihala na lang ka og kuan without being responsible or not facing any consequence sa imong ginaingon online. Hence, this filing of a case.
So just to make a clarification lang with you, there are two cases that we have filed. Number one is the cyber libel, and another one is unjust taxation. But as of this time, it's still under the evaluation before the provincial prosecutor's office. So it's up to them how they evaluate the case, and then afterwards it will be docketed, and if we have chance or if we have like a reasonable certainty of guilt, then it will be filed before the board. So that's why we're still at liberty now to speak about the case because it's still not being filed in court. No? So there are incidents there in our complaint affidavit or judicial affidavit. So they are to like the revelations of all the factual circumstances which will be fitting to the elements of cyber libel. For example, in cyber libel, just to educate all of us here, is that number one, this is the element of defamatory statement or defamatory. And number two, it should be published. Number three is that there should be a malice of law, meaning because any defamatory statement is presumed to be malicious once it's already published. So, the identifiable siya because even if it's not mentioned directly the name, but it can be identified that it refers to Jim or Rebecca because of the contextual circumstances, no? And in fact, it could even be perused from the comments of the followers, no? Muna siya nga these cases have been filed because those cases which may not be fitting for cyber libel may fall under the unjust taxation. But again, because it is through social media or internet or cyber universe, then it is within the domain of cyber crime. Therefore, it is within the jurisdiction of the higher court, the regional trial court. So, muna siya ang context na to sa pag-file na to sa case today. Any question?
Alan, tagawad sa gugmang lagan. Ni agi ba taog ang process ani attorney before ni kaso nga sa RACO, sa cybercrime, sa police?
Yeah, of course. In fact, one of our witnesses is the RACO officer. He has also issued an affidavit for authentication of all the videos, of all the evidences, cyber evidences. Of course, because that's part of the rules.
It's a non-negotiable.
It's a non-negotiable. So before we actually file this case, preparation of the cases, we have been visiting the office, the RACO office, and everything is verified, everything is authenticated. That's why the course of the matter is actually based on the evidence being posted on social media.
Ay ko kay Beatmaster, at first nabasa rin mo sa mga posting ni Barbie nang napasin na huna nga ako lang ni ipabarangay di lang kiha kay basi masitol rabi sa barangay.
Una na kay gusto jud na kami jud lang magtabi. Mao to nang release kong video nga magtabi may na nahimo na ng katoanan sa mga comments nga gusto na kang makita paano and then wala lang gyapon ako okay lang sa ako na wala lang makasagot ang mga tao pero mao lang ito nag-post siya og reply through post hindi siya pag-iusay pero wala gyapon ko gibuhat akong gibuhat kay ako nang gipon ipagambay Until this year, yes, ako magod siya. Basta, long time ago kay last year pa na ako siya gibla. Di ko na makita mga post man, basta mga ingana negative or mga comments, basta na ako makita na di ko na ako siya. So, i-vlogging na ako.
So, affected ang brand and then sa imong love life, naka-apekto ba ni?
Mumatter gina siya tanan.
Nya ka na love life ba kung makapikto? Mapupunan sa atong mental health, di ba? Kung mani kasi kung banglagan, mamalik siya.
So, stress kay ka.
Oo, hindi ako masakang mulo. Ito sa ko alam sakit talaga na yun. Gaugman biya ako. Huwag ako kaliwag na sikat.
Okay. Thank you kay isang natubag. Followers sa kunim.
Follow-up question. Did you like inform her beforehand nga if dili siya mo stop, na possibility nga kani you will really file kay there's a lot of posts na may
This year, katong latest niya nga upload na video na ako nga if dili dyan mo ang pagin lang gila to o legal.
Leia from Cebu News Times. Ang kanimo ni file no cases katong ex ni mo before.
Yes.
Maka-specify katong si Kinsa. Pwede ka mag... Okay ra?
Yeah.
Yes, Princess Angel Solomon, known as Miss Barbie.
Okay. Dili ra ba ni siya pang-club, sir? Mga buhat kay. Siyempre gabi mga tao.
Yes, ma'am. Dili gini siya pa yung anak, kaya kung kuntit, dili dyan yung anak.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Dili, doon tayo ganina. Sa singutan na mo dito sa provincial.
Si
Prosecutor's Office.
Pang-club ba? Kay siyempre at
Well, I think one factor also nga dili ni pa-hype kay it was not filed during the hype of the issue. Because again, the client here
had to contemplate ma-file because nagod sila pinagsamahan, di ba? It's not nice po, di ba? But luwi man, it took a toll on his mental health. So it's a legal remedy available to him, so why not?
In fact, on our part also as lawyers, as bound by our ethical oath, no, as a lawyer, we even advise the client na please find a way that if you can settle before filing these cases, find a way for any exhaustion of whatever remedies that you can meet halfway, you can compromise of a win-win solution. That's why it's been months that we have built up these cases for them to have a cooling off period. Maybe there's a chance for them to, because it is also our responsibility to tell clients that to file a case is not easy. You have to go through a lot of process, and your mental health will also be compromised along the way. So, but now I think kung puno na ang salo, dagdagan pa ng another salo. Overall, it's not the case now. So DJ has really decided to file a case after a lot of efforts to find any solution for amicable settlement.
Silbi ni nga example sa netizen or sa public attorney sa ganito sa kaso or preso siya, pila ka tuig or...
Well, it's a criminal case, so it's possible. But of course, it's still under the evaluation of the prosecutor's office, so we cannot, comment on that. As long as we have just initiated the first step.
Okay, question ako din si Sangay Jim Jamarog kay Sangay kay Idol usap ko sa fans ang names sa social media JmT Mindset. So anyone can answer or si Idol. Do you think cyberbullying and online defamation are becoming more common among public personalities?
Experience. Ito pala, experience din mo.
Kung muna dyan kayo siya ron. Pero maulagi na, tingin siya maayo. Kay the reason why, sa'yo lang kayo mag-create ng Facebook. Karon, ang may tabo, mangaway ka nito, lag-out ka, may pangan, sa'yo na kayo. And then, kanit-kanit, mungod siya. Yan ay mga tao biya nga mudawat ang istorya, dili magtimbang-timbang. So mga pagan. So parehas na yung tabunaw karon, ako ang ilang giato. Naabot sa akong mga anak ng gagmay, na-post ang mga naong sa mga bata, ang mga mama sa ato nga ang ginabuhi og hilom dili sa social media, nangukab, and then nanabay ay daghan karon. Daghan na kaayo mga edit nga ingon si kuan sa dili tinuod sa kulay statement nga na. Tama. So grabe gyud. Karon common jud kay ang pagpangkuan hilabot. Mao na nga digid angay gyud nga ianad.
That's why it's, as I said earlier on, it's also an advocacy. Meaning it's also one way of making people aware that there should be a responsible content creation, like fair, truthful, and not violative of the privacy of other people. Of course, to be entertaining and to be socially impactful also. So, Jim has that kind of creativity and let's protect that.
And I think also, we need to emphasize na we all have the freedom of speech. Kaya mao man gini ang mura og multicom or medium ang social media. But everybody, social media content creators or kanang private citizen lang, needs to be reminded nga even the social media world is covered by our law. Di ka pwede diha nga mo-violate sa atong balaod. Kay tungod na kay pwede ka magpahi-post, magpahi-comment ka o magpahi-express sa imong gusto mahitabo. And again, I really need to emphasize nga it's the brand that is being attacked. And it's the brand owner has all the rights to protect. Otherwise, magbalik-balik maguning nani nga issue. Dili lang kini nga social media content creators marag nahimo ng norma. It's okay to bash nga kanang below the belt na bitaw. So muna ang I think ang pinaka-importante, and that one is protected by the law.
Mayon dato og ang bash align ba sa imong gibuhat. Example lang niya, ako nang hatag og bugas. Naay nakadawat og bugas nga daot. Pwede ka manaway dito normal naman siguro na. Pero kung lahi ang iyang lahi na ang mga comments di na align sa akong gibuhat, di na gyud na maayo. Ano siya?
Usay tanaw ni mo ni kanang gusto niya nag-on gyud ang imong credibility niya. Saman gusto niya na i-drag ito sa padawon ka, masero.
Siya rin yung makatubagan ng yun, anong sige na sige na. Para lang ako, isa ko kaingon kay paghuman sa among break up, wala pa yung nakita balik, o sabi magsabi, isa ko gusto na ko ka lang. May kamot nanta, okay ka. Okay ba gani, ano sige lang nga ako nga.
In fact, mga sila yung like the partners.
Yes.
Do you have any other questions?
Okay. I am Nika from Cebu State Media. What is your message to your fans who are supporting you through this situation?
Sa tanan ng mga fans, no, ibang ko nga, ang kanang mga suporta no, pahilong na, mabitan na ikagubot, tuloy ka ayon yung mga, kay kanang mga, magtigman sila mag-apil-apil, pero nag-support. Salamat kay inyo. Ayaw niyo tanawa ang mga personal na kinabuhi, tanawa na nato ang atong gibuhat para sa kadaghanan ba. Kaya kitang tanan, naman tayo iya-iyang problema. Dapat dili siya mo affect sa atong gibuhat sa kadaghanan o sa atong personal. Dayon na yan punta.
Hi, yes please.
I might have Cardinal Kids. Ang ko'y gusto rin po na unsa inyong mga advice sa mga taong labi na biktima sa daning online harassment? Unsa inyong mga advice?
Well, it is with you and your right. Because you are actually protected by law. When we are at the digital age or internet age, mo sa ang law, mitubag siya, may span siya. So that's why cybercrime is also being passed into law. Kaya makita man nato, no? Kung sa dynamics sa society, mo sa na ang response sa atong balaod. Now, you have all the rights to like file a case and to protect your reputation, personal or your brand or yeah.
Oh, I would say, you contact your lawyer and preserve the evidence. Mao akong gibuhat for him. Lingadto din sa Rapo and nag-pull out sa mga nagpa-certify sa pagkuha nga mga Facebook trails, screenshot, ganyan na. And cybercrime kay nado na siya 1 year nga prescription by the law means if mulapas na kag 1 year ana wa kay gibuhat, it means you slept on your rights. So I would main ko nga delete as soon as possible para delete after ang prescription. So ano pa man.
So of course, if you think that your reputation is being besmirched online or in any cyber domain, you just consult a lawyer, and then we have to see what will be the chance of like your case in court. No? So these are the rights. Of course, if you cannot afford a lawyer, we have also public attorney's office to assist you. Everyone has all the access to any legal remedies because the law or the legal system allows.
Are there any other questions? I'm guessing none. So if there's none, we thank you so much for being here today. So thank you for your questions and for taking the time to join us. This press conference serves as a reminder for everyone that we should be careful, especially online, since not everything we say is not actionable. So this case, a specific case, is a reminder for us to be kind always also, especially online. So I think this ends our press conference. Would you like to say something, Mark?
Yeah, I think of course you are part of the advocate, and you're part of this advocacy, being also in the social media space. You yourselves are content creators. Yourselves are media personalities, so it's also our obligation to make people aware that any content that we have to post should be fair, should be truthful, and should not trample the rights of other people. So that's it. And of course, we are also self-media creators, so let's make everybody be entertained of what we do. After all, it's just all about entertainment, it's all about fun, it's about service above all. Thank you.
Thank you so much. 1, 2.
Thank you so much, Gordon, JmT Law Firm. Nakita mo mga legal services guys, arin mo guys. Picture to attorney. Ready, 1, 2, 3. TikTok to attorney. Picture to idol.
Okay, 1, 2.
Beatmaster t-shirt ha.
Asa na siya mapalit?
Tila sa Beatmaster clothing ha.
Okay.
I-message niyo ang i-check na niyo nga legit yun ang inyong mga.
Okay.
So, tinawan nyo sa kanila kasi nakakapilan siya na sando, na shorts, na hoodie jacket. So, barato lang pero din doon siya.
Sheesh! Nice.